Everyone is chasing the latest trend, the new filter, the viral sound, the trending hashtag. They are copying what everyone else is doing, hoping it will finally turn into something that blows them up. But here's what I have learned after building $1 million personal brand. Number one, trends fade, but style sells forever. While everyone else is playing copycat, the women that are making the real money, they are building something that cannot be replicated, their own signature style. I used to chase every single trend too. I would see what was working for other creators and I would try to recreate it, but I was always one step behind and my content felt like a cheap knockoff. The moment I stopped chasing trends and started building my own style, guys, everything changed. So today I'm gonna show you how to build your signature style that sells, attracts your ideal client, and makes you unforgettable. So let's dive right into it. Let me tell you why following trends is actually sabotaging your success. Number one, trends are oversaturated. By the time you actually jump on them, you're competing with thousands of people. And you're always probably late trying to catch up to the trend that is going viral until you find the trend and then you hop on it and then you perfect it and then you post it. So many people have posted and now you're not a leader in your industry. And one thing that I know for the women and the men that are leading their personal brand, leading their industry and niche, is they are unforgettable because they do things that start the trend. I don't want to just hop on trends. I want to become the trend. When you only are doing all the trends, your audience does not know, number one, what to expect from you because there is no consistency. Are you going to do this format? Are you going to speak in the car? Are you going to be dancing? Are you going to be in the gym? They don't know what you actually stand on and what do you prefer and what is your aesthetic, all of that, because you are just hopping from one trend to another. Another thing is trends actually attracts followers sometimes. It doesn't attract buyers. It doesn't attract the right audience that are gonna fall in love what you do with you and then with what you do, and then that will lead to them buying your products, your services, your offers, and that's exactly what you want. If they look at you as a cheap knockoff or someone that just does every other trend, why would they buy from you, not from someone else that sells something very similar to yours? And I promise you, there is someone that sells something very similar to yours. So you attract the trend followers, not the buyers. And these people are always moving from one shiny object to another. So they're never gonna be loyal to you. They're not gonna be following you for a very long time and making sure to buy everything that you offer. And this is why trends are so dangerous. And when you're following every single trend, people don't know what to know you for. So you become forgettable because you sound like everyone else. Everyone else is very lazy to create their own signature style. So what do? They just copy everyone that's going viral and they don't have an identity. And especially if you're a leader in your industry, as soon as you start copying trends, your brand value goes down because as a leader in your industry that you claim to make a lot of money, that you claim that you are the best, that you claim your offer and your products are the best. If you are the best, why are you copying others? That's literally what's gonna go in people's brain. And this is why trends most of the time are harming your brand more than it's adding to it. Now, there's a big difference between copying a trend and getting inspired by a trend and making it your own, where it still has your own identity. But even then, you 100% should stick to your signature style so people know that you really stand on something and you're not out there just chasing anything that makes you money or brings you followers. And that will add to the credibility that you have for your brand. So what exactly is signature style and how do you know when you actually have one? Number one, it is instantly recognizable as yours. When people see your content or see a clip on any social media platform, they know that it is something for you or about you, even without seeing your name, because it reflects your personality, your values, your unique perspectives on your industry that no one have said these perspectives before. This signature style is consistent amongst a lot of your social media platforms, but it's flexible enough for you to add more and to evolve from that and to make it better and to grow from there, because you're always going to be growing and adding and making it better. It attracts your ideal clients and it repels the wrong ones that you don't want them to be on your feed in your brand. For example, when I talk about women in all my posts, in all my content, I always talk about women making money, having businesses, having power. All of these topics are my signature style. The podcast style reels that you guys see me post all the time, where I'm in a podcast and I'm speaking my values. You guys know it's not a real podcast, but I love that aesthetic. I love that setup. And now you see thousands of women copying the same exact style and they're going viral too. Now, I like it. I'm not mocking anyone off. I think, yes, more women should be known for their values, for their personalities, for their beliefs, for their knowledge, not their bodies. So I'm extremely proud. That has been my signature style that I have stuck to and got better at it over time. In all my content, well, not all my content, maybe some of my content, I piss a lot of men off. They're like, why do you talk about 50-50? I don't do 50-50. No man have ever asked me, can we do 50-50? And when I say these things, it repels the wrong audience, right? It repels the men that think 50-50 is okay. That is definitely not my audience. That is definitely not the people that I'm ever gonna be talking to. I talk to women that know their power, and men, sometimes they see, oh, it's a powerful woman. I wanna follow her values. I wanna send it to, people because her mindset is amazing about business and she speaks a lot of truth, not just for women. These are the men that are smart, successful, intelligent, providers, protectors, are the ones that come to my page and press follow, not the ones that ask women to do 50-50 and to slave away while raising kids and doing everything that they are doing. We're not gonna dive into that topic, but you guys see what I'm attracting and I'm repelling. So I'm okay with getting hate from maybe women that think, oh, I just need to take money from my man forever and I don't have any money saved for myself. I'm gonna repel these women because we don't have the same values, because a woman with no money is a woman that is in a very dangerous spot and like on the verge of being homeless. So please don't ever do that, guys. Please. This is just an example of my content, my values attracts the people that are my ideal clients that will want to buy my products and service, which is making money on social media. Another thing is to be recognizable. I love to keep very similar, even signature look. As women, we can look very, very different if we do a different makeup, a different hairstyle, because we're women. We change our hair color and you can look like a whole different human being. Some little fillers, some surgeries, you can literally look different. So I like to stick to a very similar look, so I am very recognizable. When someone sees me, they're like, oh, it's that girl that always talks about XYZ. So I keep very similar hairstyles, sometimes changing it here and there, very similar makeup, color tones, and so on and so forth. So again, I am recognizable. That plus the format of podcast style reels or speaking in a car, that's also one of my formats, my signature styles. My values, my perspectives about women, about money, also makes me very recognizable. And that's how you create your own signature style in a brand. So your signature style is made of, several key elements that actually work together to add to your signature style. The first thing is your voice and tone. So how you speak, the words you use, your personality coming through. Make sure it's very authentic so it adds up throughout your content. It's not one time she's this, one time she's that. I have the very same voice and tone, which most of the time I'm yelling. I have a very high pitch, right? How I move, my hands are always moving. I'm someone who is a visual mover, so you'll see me moving all the time. The words I use very similar words because I make sure the words are natural to me. And my personality definitely shines through all my content because it is always controversial. It is always bold about all my values and truths that the girl align with. I am fully, authentically myself, and this is why it's so easy for me to show who I am, because I'm just showing exactly who I am without hiding anything about me, and people love that side and they want to watch it. Now, another thing is, of course, the visual aesthetics. Whether it's color, fonts that you use, I use the exact same font and color of font on my videos in all my videos. And that also makes it very recognizable, like, okay, this is what she's all about. She's consistent and people love consistency. And I love having a very cohesive brand experience. You can scroll through all my videos. You're gonna get the same vibe from all my videos. My content has like theme. photos, right? Unique angles on them, and it's always very similar angle because you can tell it's the same person. I'm not contradicting myself. And then when it comes to my storytelling approach, how you share your experiences and you connect with your audience, I am very, very consistent with what I say in my captions, what I say on my stories, on my DMs. It's the same message in many different ways so people recognize what my values are. And then of course, values and beliefs, what do you stand for and what you won't compromise on is all over my social media. So that makes the whole vibe of my brand very cohesive, very on brand, very leader vibe. So I am leading the way. I am not just, someone said this and now I believe this too and now I'm gonna share it. No, I come up with my own beliefs. I make sure I really stand on them very, very deeply before I share them on social media. So here is your step-by-step process to build a style that is authentic to you, that is authentically yours. The first thing that you want to do is you want to audit your best performing content. Which of your content that you've posted has really went viral, right? What patterns do you see in what resonates with you? So what did you post that went so viral, but you also resonate with it? You have to pay attention to that, and now you have to take it and make it a signature style. The second thing that you're going to be doing is you want to define your core message. What is one thing, not 10 things, what is one thing that you want to be known for? My core message is money is important, and it is important for women. So every single thing that I do, I'm talking about money, and I'm talking about money is important for women in every angle possible on earth. I am talking about it. Now, the third thing, you're gonna have to choose your aesthetic elements. What are the colors, fonts, visual styles that, you feel is like you? My visual styles, I'm a very neutral girl. I love neutral colors. You're gonna see me sometimes in colors, but the fonts, the backgrounds, usually they are neutral. You see, that's just like the stop, just like the background, very neutral. And then you wanna develop your voice. When you write on social media, if you're writing a caption, if you're writing on your story, make sure you write exactly how you talk. Use your natural personality. That makes people understand who you are, not just through the videos that you're speaking, but through what you're actually writing. And they're like, this person always speaks their mind. I wanna follow them, because we love thoughtful leaders that are leading the way with how they think and their values and beliefs. And then lastly, you wanna test and refine. Pay attention to what your audience is responding to the most. Test it, do more of it, see what the response is, and then make it better and better as you go. For the podcast style, if you actually scroll all the way back to my content a year ago, my tone, my energy in the videos, even the topics, even the hooks in all my podcast style videos were not as good as they are today, because I found something that works. I still was going viral, not as viral as today where everything hits 1 million views. I took it, I got better at the aesthetics, better at the colors of the background, better at how I'm sharing something, my energy, my voice, the topics that are more relatable, the whole script where it's more me, like I'm speaking it, right? The wording is very me, and then better at the hook. And that made the world of a difference in my brand. And that's exactly the reason why I went from 185,000 followers to now over 1.6, we just hit it today, 1.6 million followers on Instagram within less than 7-8 months, which is insane to me. Now, let me show you why building your own style is actually more profitable, where you're gonna be not only stress-free because you're not trying to catch up to every trend, but you're gonna actually make more money. Number one, you become the go-to expert in your unique approach. When people see you, they're like, wow, they're such a leader. And now they're gonna seek you out specifically. They're gonna be typing your name. They wanna check your content. They wanna watch you because you are the only leader that is bold, speaking their values and truths consistently in your niche and your industry. When you also do that, you can charge premium prices because you're not competing on any trends. You're not trying to catch up to anyone. You are your own person. You have your signature style and everyone else is copying you because you're the boss, and you get to charge even more than everyone else on the market. And then your audience becomes loyal fans, not just casual followers. They look forward to every 9 a.m. you're going to be posting, to your YouTube videos, to your perspective shifts, your offers to your products, they become obsessed with you because you speak your mind so much, and that shows so much boldness and confidence that people aspire to have. So beside your brand and the thoughts and beliefs, just the fact that you are confident, just the fact that you are so bold, so overwhelmingly yourself, people, just that alone will become your loyal fans that they admire. And then you also build a long-term brand equity instead of just a short-term viral moment. Now you know how to grow. You know how to grow consistently. And you're gonna be attracting opportunities that align with your brand and your values. People are gonna be reaching out because they know you are the leader. You're not copying everyone else. You are your own person. You are a pioneer in your industry. And then you're gonna attract a lot of opportunities, but also the right opportunities. And this was exactly the reason why I grew so much so fast. In my industry, there was no one growing as fast because everyone was trying to copy other people. And I was the person like, I'm gonna stick to my own ideas, to my own values, to my own beliefs, and talk about them very boldly, even if it triggers some people. And that made me respected in my industry in a way that people admire my truth, because it is just so refreshing for someone to be really themselves and really stick to their own signature style. So trends will come and go, but your signature style is what's gonna build the lasting success. It's what's gonna make people remember you, trust you, and ultimately buy from you and pay you. The most successful women in business, they're not the ones following every single trend. They're the ones setting them up. They have built something so unique that it's theirs, that others are the ones copying them. So your style is your competitive advantage. It's what makes you irreplaceable in a world full of copycats. There's so many people on this earth, especially so many people on social media. Stop trying to be like everyone else and start being more like yourself. That's where the real money is. If you want help developing your own signature style and building a brand that sells, check the link in the description. And remember, trends fade, but style is forever. So make sure you build something that lasts. I love you guys. Comment, let us know if you like this episode and what other topics you want us to talk about. Make sure you subscribe, you like, and I will see you very soon in the next videos. But until then, let's make $1 million, because what else? Bye, guys.